Alright, what we're going to do is make a tandem bucktail. People ask me how to wire it, and this is just one possible way that you can wire a tandem bucktail. So we're going to basically make something that looks like this. You can see that right there. There's a wire coming from the base of the first treble hook hooked onto an O-ring and a secondary hook. It's already got a bucktail tied to it. So that piece of wire right there basically shoots straight up here. But what you can't see is what I'm going to show you. Remember, this is just one way to make a tandem bucktail. So I got a 12-inch 5-1 wire, and just any treble hook will do. So the first thing you do is you're going to kind of measure about where you think you want that to be. How far from the tail of that treble hook. There is no rhyme or reason, no right or wrong. It's just kind of whatever you feel like you want to do. If you want a longer bait, kind of bring it out a little bit more. So better safe than sorry. We'll measure it right about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to pinch my finger, make a mark. Now if you got jeweler's pliers, it's best to use them, but I just got a pair of needle noses with me right now. So basically what I'm going to do is just turn this like that. Basically just turn it, and then I feed it back through. So it's going to sit eventually. Kind of like this. Now you get a pair of big old wire cutters. I'm just going to kind of bend this thing down flush and get a hold of it there. So that's basically your first bend. Now what I like to do is just grab a hold of this thing again with the Bendix wire cutters, big old set of cutters, and bend that thing straight up. Just gonna bend it straight up. You might catch you some blood on this. Take these Bendixes, get itself out a little bit. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do with this big thick wire, but it does work. I promise you. Get in there and kind of flatten it out a little bit. Now, what you're going to do is stick this on your tie. Start tying it. Keep pressure on this. You might want to take a piece of wire tie and just wrap around that thing like that. Now then you're going to slide your body pieces on here, and then you're going to make your loop up here, and then basically all you do, if this was a pre-tied bucktail, it would fasten to that right there. So basically that's what you have. That's one way to make a tandem bucktail. So when you get done with this, you wire tie that, tie your bucktail on it, throw your bodies on here, cut it, make your eye up here, and basically this is what you have when you're done. Something that looks like this. It will not break, I promise you. Unless you're shark fishing. That's how you make a tandem bucktail.